We have got some major leaks, from leaks about the new map to confirming theories I've had on the monster skins. Now, I'm not going to waste your time, let's get right into the video. Now, this first teaser about the new map is pretty crazy. We got a puzzle tower in the top left. We can see a hallway in the right side of the image, and what seems to be a spot for a swinging place and maybe a garage door on the left. And then, of course, there seems to be a big hallway on the bottom left. As you can see, it goes down, and there's a pretty thick path. There also looks to be a vent over there. And then, yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of vents in this map, and there's also a drop-down place in the top left corner. Now, this teaser is, like, hyping up the update a crazy amount, because it looks way more like a project map than what we've seen in the entire game. It's got better chases, it's better lighting, and there's gonna be some lighting revamps to the other maps. I'll get to that in a little bit, but let's look at the next teaser for the new map. This is by far the craziest teaser yet. As you can see in the bottom middle, we have the exact same monsters that you could see on the store icon currently in the game. This basically confirms that these will be the monster skins in the next update. And as you can see by the background, there are some crazy things in this map. Now, it's pretty much what we've seen before, but there's giant pipes going to the ceiling. In the left, it's like a different one, but it doesn't really seem to have any importance. And as you can see, Season 1 overhaul. On the right, we seem to have like a little building type thing. One wall is missing, but there's probably going to be a puzzle tower in there, and it's pretty high. There also seems to be a drop-down area. I think that's where the monster spawns from, where in the video where I was playing as the monster in an unfinished version of the map. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the building, and there's a drop down there, and then there's like a cycle thing. I don't know what, like one of those spinning things, but as you can see behind the word overhaul, there is a B, which is the company Break Time, confirmed by Aiden himself. And in the bottom left, we seem to have like some sort of crate thing next to the boxes, and then like maybe some boxes, like a giant shelf on the left behind that pipe there. You can see there's another high up place by the railings, and I'm pretty sure there's like buildings around the whole entire thing. And then there's of course that window. And the bottom seems pretty open, but there's probably going to be some major chase spots there. As seen in my gameplay video, there's like that one garage door. Release date coming soon, and the break pass, that's one of the craziest parts. There's also a giant bridge connecting the two areas, and in the back it's a little blurry, but you can see there is another upstairs area. This next teaser isn't that crazy, but what it does tell us is that they're most likely redoing the whole theater map, which is pretty crazy, right? And this is just our first teaser about it. There is a second one. Now, as you can see, this is backstage. If you've ever seen Project Playtime or played it, we got a puzzle, and then there's stairs in the back, and there's not much else about this teaser. So, I mean, I think you can see a hallway in the back there, but that's it. So let's look at the next teaser for the revamp of theater map. Now, there isn't too much about this teaser. As you can see, there's a vent on the left, which is good. More vents is better. And then there's a toy part deposit machinery next to it, a desk, and mysteriously turned around monitor, or that's very strange. I don't think it'll be like that when it releases. I think it's just not spoiling anything. And then there's, of course, a vent in the back, a shelf, and overall, there really isn't too much about this, but here are the few things it does confirm. It confirms that there will probably be some sort of lighting revamp, because the lighting does look a lot better. The toy part depositing thing, it looks a lot better than what we've seen before. And this does confirm that they're probably most likely redoing the whole map, because I'm pretty sure this is almost directly taken from Project Playtime. I think this is the spot where, like, there's a staircase with a big garage door that you can pull down, and I'm pretty sure this is at the top of the staircase. And then behind the camera, where we can't see, or at least behind and to the right of it, I think that's where, like, the grappling thing is right now. Do you know what I'm talking about? At the beginning. But it's probably gonna be changed. So yeah, let's look at the other stuff. There was this one other teaser, but it's basically just a hallway and there's nothing more to it. I don't know, just some quick transportation with the dash handle. At first glance, this might seem like a Huggy Wuggy skin leak, but it's actually showing off the Choco Boxy. I think that's which one it was. It was that one from the shop icon that we saw earlier. It's actually that one, just slightly tilted to trick us. I don't know this well. Marshmallow Huggy isn't red, first of all. Second of all, it has the same design. Many people might be confused when they look at this. Well, what is this? Maybe a more detailed symbol for rings? Because it was revealed what the points for the toy box would look like. So is that what this is? Well, actually, in my opinion, no. You see, they were leaking a lot of things for the monster skins. And guess what was around it? This image. So, what if this was a leak for the stocky skin? Once this was leaked, Aiden said that this was a crazy sneak peek. And if it's something so crazy, but yet we can't quite, understand what it is yet, it doesn't have much meaning right now. What if it's about his creation, Stocky, and that's why he thinks it's so crazy? It would make sense, right? I mean, it's gray. Now, this one is where it gets a little weird. As you can see, it's clearly a blue eye for Mommy Longlegs. But the character that's supposed to release in this update, I'm pretty sure, has green eyes. But to be fair, it could just be an update after, because they did say they had a lot of skins already planned. Next, we just have some quality of life changes like this new health bar UI. And then we're getting an update to the pits. Aiden said as a leak there would be flooding and struggling. For the flooding, I think the water is slowly going to rise because there's water flowing into the sewage area where we are fighting against the Wuggies. And there might be a water control room that you have to go check and turn a valve, which will take 2 or 3 seconds. This would add to the multiplayer aspect of the game, making it more engagement and, just helping with the overall atmosphere of the game. And then for struggling, I think it would just be struggling effects, like maybe music gets louder and louder the more Huggies there are, Wuggies. Or maybe your heart beats faster and faster until you die. Thank you for watching this episode of PLAYBREAK News. I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss out on any more PLAYBREAK News.